Probably the biggest habit that I have stopped to look more stylish is well, hello there and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Ciara and I share videos on shopping for the best basics on the high street, how to build a capsule wardrobe and lots of other good stuff. So if that sounds good to you, then do hit subscribe because I would love to have you back for more videos. So in today's video, I'm going to do a roundup of the habits that I have stopped to look more stylish in 2025. I really enjoy doing these kinds of roundup videos where I share some general tips and tricks and lessons that I have learned over the years working as a fashion content creator and a stylist, things that I've learned to help me feel and look more put together and elegant and stylish and just look and feel my best. I really feel like you are going to learn at least one or two new things from this video. So if you want to know some of the habits that I have stopped to look more stylish in 2025, then please keep watching. Probably the biggest habit that I have stopped to look more stylish is that I am no longer neglecting my basics. This is something that Ciara 10 years ago, maybe even 5 years ago, was pretty bad for. I would neglect my basics. I was way more concerned with flashier pieces and things that I felt made me more stylish rather than the foundations and the core basics of my wardrobe. A huge turning point for me was when I started adopting the capsule wardrobe method. I do a lot of videos on building a capsule wardrobe. I look at it seasonally as well, and I give you easy checklists that you can apply to your own life and your own needs to help build the wardrobe of your dreams. So I'm going to link my playlist in the description below for that. Neglecting my basics was definitely a bad habit that I had, and I was definitely paying for it. It was a lot harder to put outfits together. I often felt like my outfits were like missing something. It was when I started to really have a core collection of great basic t-shirts, basic tops, classic jeans, just like core pieces. Things just got so much easier. So that is a habit that I'm happy to say that I've left behind. Following on from this, another bad habit that I have finally given up is neglecting my underwear. I think a lot of people do and we just don't talk about, and that is just not really investing in good quality underwear and having the same old tired like bras and underwear for years and years that really should be put out to pasture and replaced. I actually have a dedicated video on this breaking down my best recommendations for underwear, wardrobe basics, and those core pieces. What goes on underneath our outfits has a big impact on how our outfits look on the outside. We all know how badly a bad fitting bra can make an outfit look, or bad fitting underwear. It can really make or break an outfit. Things like good quality shapewear, seamless shorts, like good quality bras, so much more important than we think. I really have rounded up the best ones into this video, so I will link that in the description below. I highly recommend checking it out if you want to know the best like wardrobe foundation pieces. That is definitely a lesson and a habit that I have given up. Habit number 3 that I have given up to look more polished is neglecting my self-care. There are so many different things that we can do that really help us not just feel good on the inside. For me, there are a few hacks that have actually made such a big difference to my skin, to my hair, that are so easy, and it's a simple switch. One of them that I'm going to talk to you about today is actually the pillow that I use. So I've recently made a huge upgrade to the pillow that I've been using every single night by the brand Sleep and Glow. And you may have seen these already on the internet. They've kind of been going viral because it is an ergonomically designed pillowcase. Bear with me here because I honestly truly think that when I started sleeping on my back, it gave me the biggest beauty glow up. When we sleep mushed into our pillow, it can cause so many different issues for not only our hair, but our skin, our fine lines. And as someone who is conscious of taking care of their skin and anti-aging, it's a big thing that I really, really wanted to improve. So this right here is the Sleep and Glow Omnia pillow. And what makes this so special, it is designed by orthopedics. It ensures the correct position when you sleep so that you're not scrunching and squishing your face. It has these specially designed hollows on either side. So if you are a side sleeper, this is a game changer because you can see here it cradles your face so that you're not mushing it into the pillow. There is a dip designed in this pillow to really comfortably cradle your head so that you can comfortably sleep on your back. But if you turn to either side, it's going to perfectly cradle that as well so that you're not smushing your face in your sleep. I used to sleep mashed into my pillow and I was noticing genuine deep sleep wrinkles in the morning. And the thing about sleep wrinkles is that they're different to your normal like smile lines and things that are quite natural. A sleep wrinkle is typically a vertical line, and it's like a full-on crease that you'll have on one side of your face from being squished into a pillow, and it can stay all day. And it's when I started to notice that I knew I had to change. So I wanted to make myself sleep on my back. So I got this like travel pillow insert and shoved that into my pillowcase. It wasn't a great solution, but it was all I had at the time, and that got me to start sleeping on my back. So you can imagine how delighted I am to realize that things like this actually exist, because this is so much better and it's so much more comfortable. Sleeping on your back is so much better for obviously your face. Your skincare is going to penetrate better. It's not going to get rubbed off on your pillow. It's better for your neck posture. It's better for your back. For me, I do care deeply about stuff like this. So for me, the Omnia pillow is great because not only does it help me sleep on my back, but it also means that it's more comfortable for me to sleep on my side as well. For me, anything that helps me sleep better or deeper is well worth it. And this is a very simple switch that I've really noticed such a positive effect from. And Sleep and Glow also do a 30-night sleep trial in which you can have a money back guarantee. So they're pretty confident that you are going to love it. Very kindly given me a discount code so you guys can shop this pillow using my exclusive code. I will leave it here on screen, and I will leave all the links in the description below. I am a bit of a nerd for sleep quality. Like, it actually is something that I deeply care about. So if you have any other hacks for self-care and for sleeping better or things like that, please do let me know in the description below, because I love hearing about it. And if you try the Sleep and Glow Omnia pillow, I need to know what you think about it and if you love it as much as I do. So please let me know in the comments below. So another habit that I gave up to look more stylish in 2025 is completely neglecting color. And this is something that I definitely used to do up until quite recently. I tend to not wear a huge amount of color. I think it was really focusing on building my capsule wardrobe, which is very important and I think is a great base point to start with. I ended up in a position where I had so many basics that I really loved and that I wore all the time, but then I was starting to feel like my wardrobe was getting a little bit kind of dull. I think neutral colors are gorgeous. I think they're super flattering, but I think what's important is to first focus on your basics and your capsule pieces and the foundation. As I mentioned, the foundation is everything, and then you can start to look at adding color. And I'm really happy that I'm at the stage in my wardrobe where I can start adding more pops of color. And even though today I'm not exactly wearing much color, I'm blending in with the colors behind me, but I've definitely started adding things like burgundies, reds, deeper blues and navies, also some kind of olive toned colors as well. I've definitely included more brown, which I know isn't the brightest color in the world, but it's definitely all about baby steps. And if you're more interested in learning a little bit more about colors, I will link a video below where I'm talking about the kind of color trends and color stories for spring 2025. I think that neglecting color is a habit that a lot of us have. Adding pops here and there is great. And a great way to do that is, let's say with something like a cardigan, for example. I highly recommend the Suzanne Gaspard cardigan. They come in a rainbow of colors. You can really get any shade. And I particularly love their red cardigan. It's one that I use a lot to add a pop of color. They have a beautiful baby blue color as well. Starting with things like accessories, a baseball cap, a pair of trainers, a neckerchief, a handbag. These are easy ways that you can include color without going overboard. Another habit that I can thankfully say that I have broken, that has definitely made me more stylish, is to stop impulse buying. The temptation is definitely still there, but thankfully now I am better at waiting and thinking about purchases, especially purchases that might be on the more expensive side. When it comes to things like accessories, that is typically where I will have a bit more fun or play with trends a bit more. When it comes to more investment pieces or bigger pieces in my wardrobe, I will wait and I will make sure that it is something that I need. Impulse buying also kind of plays into trends and maybe feeling the pressure to try and look trendy. And I'm someone who definitely loves trends. I love talking about them here on my channel. It's not about jumping on every trend and suddenly buying new pieces in every single trend that you hear about. They will give you inspiration on how you can style what is already in your wardrobe or how to wear something differently. Yes, of course, there are things that you see and you immediately know it is going to be a good purchase, but I think just having a little checklist, going through that checklist in your head of what you need from your wardrobe is going to stop those impulse purchases in their tracks. Next up, another bad habit that I've stopped to look more stylish is neglecting my jewelry. And yes, I've been mentioning a lot of neglect in these roundups, but really there were a lot of areas of my wardrobe that I was overlooking and forgetting about, and it actually makes a huge difference. It's not just about the clothes, it's about the accessories and the styling and the jewelry as well. Where I kind of started with my jewelry is to build a core collection of jewelry basics that I can wear time and time again. You've probably seen me wear this double earring stack. This is by Monica Vinader, and I have worn these earrings almost every day since I have gotten them. Like they're kind of my go-to. If I'm not wearing these, I'm usually wearing something a bit more statement. And again, when you look at cost per wear, when you're getting something that's good quality, I'm pretty sure that Monica Vinader is like gold vermeil, which is like a higher up level of gold plated. You can shower in them, you can sleep in them. I don't really tend to sleep in these because they're bigger, but like they're not going to irritate your skin. They're going to last. Building a capsule wardrobe of jewelry is really the best place to start, and then you can start adding in the kind of fun, more like funky pieces to add more personality to your look. My core basics, I have like my watch that I wear all the time, this bangle that I never take off. I also tend to wear my Alta charm bracelet all the time as well as my everyday rings, including my, you know, wedding ring, engagement ring. I'll also link a video that I did looking at my capsule wardrobe basics for all seasons, and that touches on my key jewelry pieces as well as my favorite accessories too. So I will link that in the video below if you want somewhere to start with, you know, not neglecting your jewelry and your accessories. So another very specific habit that I have stopped doing, which definitely has made me more stylish, is saving my good pieces for special occasions. And this is something that we can all do, not just with clothing or handbags, but with candles, with tableware, with so many things. We can save up our best items for those like special moments that we feel like are worthy of them. But actually every single day is special, and every day is a special occasion. And of course, I know there are certain pieces that are very dressy that you're not going to wear every single day, whether it's fine jewelry or a certain occasion wear handbag or heels. There are pieces that you can invest in that are luxury that really should be worn every single day, whether it's a beautiful piece of jewelry or an investment handbag that you spent money on. I think it is good to wear them. I feel like pieces themselves want to be worn and loved, and I think that we should use our stuff, you know, it shouldn't be saved for a rainy day. A very specific habit that I've definitely stopped is buying the wrong size. And I know this is tricky, especially when you are shopping online, but I think that becoming really clear on what your sizing is and actually measuring yourself and knowing your inches and like your inseam of your leg length, knowing all of your measurements of hips, waist, bust, it makes a huge difference, because oftentimes on websites, clothing sizes can vary. You will often have measurements on the website, and this is where it takes out most of the guesswork. I find it helps so much. Another note on this is that I think a lot of us can sometimes feel like we should wear the smallest size that we can fit into, which is really silly because clothing sizes can vary so greatly. What you should wear is the size that looks and feels the best on you. Size really is just an indicator for that label or that brand's like clothing measurements, but really it's about figuring out what's going to work best for you. I often find that things that are a little bit looser fitting tend to look better. So for me, if I'm unsure, I will often err on getting the larger size, because it also gives me room to take something in if I need to. So it's a good rule of thumb. And also on the other side of that, always going for things that are way too oversized is not exactly the most flattering either. So I think there is that happy medium, and once you really start to figure out what size you are in each brand, measure yourself and go on the measurements, and it's the easiest way to not get caught out. So next up, I kind of touched on this earlier, but a habit that I have broken is not knowing when to invest and when to save. This is something that we can all get caught up in, and I think that it is, again, those flashier items and those trendier items that we can sometimes impulse buy and just feel like that new suede item or that new printed item is going to make us instantly more stylish, and we will drop, you know, whatever it is on it. I had to shift my mindset, and I really started to understand that it's investing in the basics and sometimes the more quote unquote boring items in our wardrobe is what makes all of the difference in our outfits. It is the more trendier pieces that I will save on. So a trendier item I will tend to go for in a more cost-effective way if I can. I'll get it on the high street, somewhere more affordable. Maybe I'll go vintage, thrifted, secondhand. And it is the basics that I will invest in. Things like my boots, my bags, my blazers and my coats I will spend more money on, because those are the items that I wear on repeat. Good quality knitwear. I know how much I wear it, so I will be happy to invest more. That's definitely a habit that I am happy to say that I've broken. And then finally, a very easy habit that I have broken that has definitely made me more stylish is not keeping a Pinterest board. I am all about Pinterest now. It helps me so much with my wardrobe. It actually helps me in so many ways. I use Pinterest for interiors. I use it for my vision boards. I use it for beauty ideas. The most thing that I use Pinterest for is for my wardrobe and my capsule wardrobe. And what I will do is I will make a Pinterest board of like my dream style. And let's say I will pin images of people whose style I love, people whose style I want to emulate. I will also break this down into like seasonal boards, and I will do boards for like my spring summer wardrobe, my autumn winter wardrobe, or things that are on my wish list that I really want. I wanted to finish on this point because for a lot of people, I feel like if you're lost with your style, Pinterest is a great way to start to figure it out again. And I touched on this in a video that I posted in the new year that you guys absolutely loved, and it was how to reset your style. And that video really breaks down on how to start from the very beginning with your wardrobe if you feel like you do not know what your style is. That video will really help you from the very beginning start to build up an identity of your kind of personal style, whether it was something that you had before and you're changing it, or you know, maybe you're in a new phase of life, or you just feel like you've never really gotten there with it. This video will help you, and it really looks at how to reset your style, but it also touches on using Pinterest as a very clever tool to start to figure out what's going to work for you. So if you're curious about that, I will link that in the description below. I know I've referenced a lot of different videos in this video, but I've touched on a lot of these points because what I like to do here on my channel is help you guys out and solve these problems. So for a lot of these habits, if you feel like you're still stuck in this habit, I have a resource for you. So definitely check the description below. You'll find all of the information there that will help you with any of these particular pain points. So there you have it, guys. That is all of the habits that I have stopped to become more stylish in 2025. I would love to know in the comments below, what are the habits that you have given up to become more stylish, or what are the habits that you've picked up? What are you now doing that helps your personal style? Please let me know in the comments below, because I would love to hear it. If you want to see more kind of style workshops and style tips like this, then please do give me a thumbs up to let me know. And if you have not already, then be sure to subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every single week, and I would love to have you back for more. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.